We want to thank the Sand County Foundation, Western Ag Credit, the Farm Bureau Federation, and Utah Cattlemen Association for sponsoring the Leopold Conservation Award. As the Tanner family, representing Della ranches, we are grateful for your efforts in recognizing the efforts of folks throughout the state of Utah who are working to make their ag land sustainable, not only for the current generation, but for generations to come. We, as a family, the Tanner family, are grateful for the opportunity we have had to live here in the Grouse Creek Valley in northwestern Utah for the past 130 years. At Della Ranches, we're in the business of raising calves along this line. We realize that in order to stay in business and to utilize the range resources we have, that we have to keep the range productive. But we also realize that we need to utilize the grass that's a renewable resource and take advantage of those resources that are available for us to make a living from. Our goal is to produce a cattle along like this red calf that's walking there that will weigh about 510 pounds. This is an example of a spray treatment that we did this spring. If you'll notice, there's a lot of rabbit brush in here, and as you look up through, there's sage also. We were hoping to kill with the 240 treatment, the rabbit brush. And an example of a brush hog tree treatment is in the background. Up in the distance, you can see where there's a cleared spot on the skyline, and that is an example of where this year we cleared juniper trees with brush hog. This is an example of a range exclosure here on our ranch. We just do this to kind of get an idea of what's happening on the range. You'll note that this side that livestock are excluded, and this side it's fenced so that rabbits are excluded. This is an example of a grassed waterway. When this was the area where I'm standing was a wash that was about 15 to 20 foot deep and about 20 feet wide. In partnership with the NRCS, we filled this area in and made a grass waterway out of it. And of course now we farm through this wash with sprinkler irrigation. One of the advantages is that it has slowed sediment coming through the area and has helped to restrict further washing, and also has had the added benefit of beginning to fill above this area where we filled in. This is an example of the edge of a wildfire. It's about 4 years old. This was not reseeded, so it's all native grass, and just gives an example of the amount of forbs and grasses that would come back in the area that burned as opposed to the side that didn't burn. Over the course of the past 3 years, we have treated about 6,000 acres with a Lawson aerator, with a chain treatment, and also with spike. And we have worked with Utah State University, and they are doing a study here in the area on the effects of the different types of treatments on sage grouse. There's a good population of sage grouse here, and we hope that through the studies that we'll find that we continue to have a good population. As you can see, there's plenty of sagebrush here. What we're trying to do is thin the sagebrush out to get differing ages of brush and to improve the forbs and the grasses in the sagebrush.
We are 3 brothers, Blaine, Jay, and Brent, and our families that are taking over the heritage of our father and our grandfather and great-grandfather here on this ranch. And being livestock people and in the ranching business, it is in our blood, and we feel that this is very important, that we take care and preserve the land, because this is what we are making our living at, is here on this land, and the decisions that we make are the lifeblood of our existence here in this valley.